Today we are talking about data protection officers or DPOs. We will cover who they are, what they do, and why they are so important for organizations that handle personal data. So, let's start with the basics. Who is a DPO? Simply put, a DPO is the person in charge of making sure that a company follows data protection laws and regulations. They are kind of like the guardians of personal information within an organization. When should an organization appoint a DPO? Now, the rules around when an organization should appoint a DPO can vary depending on where you are in the world. For example, in the EU under GDPR, public authorities, organizations that systematically monitor people or process large amounts of special categories of personal data must appoint a DPO. In Kenya, it's not mandatory to appoint a DPO, but it's highly recommended for public bodies, private organizations, and anyone who systematically monitors data subjects or processes large amounts of sensitive personal data. So, what does a DPO exactly? Well, they have several key responsibilities, including 1. Ensuring compliance and providing training. The DPO's main job is to make sure that the organization is handling personal data in a way that complies with the law. They advise the organization on what's required, and they provide regular training to employees on how to handle data properly. 2. Record keeping. The DPO keeps track of all the data processing activities that the organization is doing so that they can demonstrate compliance if necessary. 3. Acting as a liaison. The DPO is often the main point of contact between the organization and data protection authorities, which means they need to be up to date on all the latest regulations and able to communicate effectively with regulatory bodies. 4. Culture change agent. Finally, the DPO plays an important role in helping the organization to develop a culture of privacy. They make sure that everyone in the organization understands how personal data can and should be used and working proactively to manage any compliance risks. When it comes to appointing a DPO, there are few factors to consider, including legal requirements, costs, the volume of data processed, associated risks of processing, and overall business strategy. The DPO can be hired specifically for the role, designated from within the company, or outsourced to an external practitioner. Regardless of who fills the role, the DPO must be independent, have adequate support and resources, and possess certain qualifications such as knowledge and technical skills in data protection, business processing and system acumen, as well as soft skills like communication, project management, and leadership. So, in summary, a data protection officer is responsible for ensuring that a company complies with data protection laws and regulations. Depending on where you are in the world, their appointment may be mandatory or recommended. They have a range of responsibilities from ensuring compliance to driving cultural change within the organization. And regardless of who fills the role, they need to be independent, well supported, and possess the right mix of technical and soft skills to do the job effectively. Thanks for watching. If you found the video useful, click the subscribe button and share widely with others.